Anambra State Governor Professor Soludo has banned movement of cattle on foot in every part of Anambra State. Soludo, who met with members of Anambra State Cattle Menace Committee at the Government House, Oka, at the weekend, said the ban was in compliance with the 2021 anti-open grazing law of the state, adding that enforcement will begin from September. Now that we have a law banning open grazing, the law enforcement agents have been directed to implement it. Though the law has been in existence since almost 1 year, cattle rearers keep parading certain areas in the state in contravention to the law, Soludo said. Former governor of the state, Willie Obiano, has assented to the cattle and other livestock open grazing prohibition and ranches establishment bill of Anambra State in 2021, but failed to enforce the ban. Soludo, while speaking at the meeting, said that his administration would ensure the implementation of the law by September. He applauded members of the Anambra State Cattle Menace Committee for their devotion to duty, saying that Anambra people have largely lived in harmony with herdsmen, but the herdsmen must conduct these businesses or their businesses within the ambit of extant laws. What is it? They don't obey law. They don't obey law. That is the problem. Just the same way it was done in Benue State. They say lie that the governor or the government of Benue State must reverse that decision, and that's why they've been having problems with them. And the problem we have in this country is enforcement and the willpower to do the right thing by the so-called politicians or the elected officers. They will put law, they won't even implement it. Not that we don't have enough laws in this country to make things right, but ability to be able to enforce it, that's where the problem lies. Just like Soludo has said, I hope it will be like that, because one thing is to say it, another thing is to enforce it. But because by now or by tomorrow or any moment from now, you begin to hear these people threatening back again, this is so-called Mieti, and they'll be threatening that it cannot happen, this and this and this and that. I don't know, at this age and time, we don't want to do the right thing. They don't want to do the right thing, because if we have a people who are into poultry, they have where the pig put all their things. You don't see pig moving aimlessly. You don't see all these other poultry items or whatever you want to call it moving anyhow. They have a particular place and they are making their money. They are making their money. It's just unfortunate. Just the way poultry has been banned to be, within the residential area where people live, because it's going to be a problem. So you have to go and keep it somewhere that is not going to be affecting the people. But this is so coarse, man. Well, open grazing is outdated. Botswana, with more livestock than Nigeria, with smaller land mass, don't even roam their cattle but are operating ranches. Success, thank God nobody has a permanent license to live forever. He or she must die. What has that got to do with the issue on ground? Soludo has just answered to his name as a solution provider. I hear you. Keep it up. That is the way to go. The first major step to curtailing insecurity. Good one. Let Ugwagi be dining with them until they consume Enugu. I think is it not the same Enugu that is say Heftman and Task Force? They want to combat. They want to join together and deal with terrorists in that state. Well, on point, Mr. Governor. Okay, until they start enforcing it, that's when I will believe it. Anambra has gotten another good governor. Have you forgotten that Anambra State is the light of the nation? They lead and others follow. If by grace of God, Dr. Peter Obi is opportune to rule Nigeria, then people know that Nigeria will be one of the greatest country on earth. Okay, Fulani Hausa, we vote massively for Igbo Obi on commonsensical statements, so sound, foolish, and political idolatrous. Well, soonest most political jobbers will read negative meaning to it. Soludo is a leader that was elected by his people. He was never appointed by the Fulani masters like they did to Hope Uzodinma. Absolutely, the way out, Mr. Governor. If other states are serious, the Esme issue will stop in the south. We need a peaceful Nigeria. Ranching is the way forward. The ranching does not hurt. It's not in any way making life uncomfortable for people, but they don't want to do the right thing. They don't want to. Wonderful decision. All the southern governors should equally do the same. All those ones, they be fuel. Well, good step in a good direction. I like the idea and boldness. Oh my God, how excellent thou art. Okay, how can cattle be made to roam around on highways and eat up people's crops in this world of hunger? This is a very mature way of doing things, since cattle roaming around from one place to the other is outdated. Give a Soludo a chance and let us reap from his style of managing the state. So help us God. This is really commendable. Anambra always stand out. What we've been waiting to hear. That is how to know a willing and very focused, intelligent governor. Stop banditry or kidnapping or cattle rustling. That step taking is a very important and proactive approach or step to address the issue of banditry. Okay, Sean sir. Okay, let's see what happens if the law will be followed or not. Soludo, the governor of the year, he is elected leader by good people of Anambra State. And when a righteous man is in power, people enjoy. And that's it. And one day, Imo State shall be like Anambra State, where people's mandates count and not through back door via Supreme Court injustice judgments. Yeah, we are waiting until it's implemented before we can give greater kudos. Another Pitobi, okay, stupid people are one. It will come to not to ask us to vote for Igbo man. Your people up here are allowed to do their businesses peacefully despite their crimes. But you Southerners fail to tolerate our people based on false allegations. Aren't you so archaic, daft and outdated? Where in the world do you carry cattle around at this time and age? Impunity is just the order of the day with these people. Where can't you Fulanis advance with others? Southern governors can enact law to build ranches in rural and suburban area. Secondary schools managed by the agricultural development. The cattle will graze on the fields after school hours and during holidays. Jobs are created with more cheap beef for the masses because of vote. Let them not vote now, but let the right thing be done. If you want to continue your impunity in your region, continue doing it. There no vote to then you know concern anybody, but the right thing must be done. That's it. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.